It's Friday night. It's 7 p.m. That means it's time for the Paul Nicky Show. The greatest show on earth. Yeah!
Yay! I am not Nicky New.
I'm not Pastor Paul Lyndon Britwell. Should we do that again?
But this is the Paul Nicky Show. You can call me Pastor Paul Lyndon Britwell, that's fine.
Pastor Paul Lyndon Britwell. I don't know where that came from. There we go. Because I'm just so used to calling you Pastor Paul all the time.
PP.
PP now, but at least it's been Pastor Paul. Yeah, good week.
Yeah, awesome week.
Good,
yeah, you?
Good. Yeah, well, obviously I had my holiday the other week and that was really good. We went to Exton in Exmoor, so had a lovely time there. Ended up having really nice weather, which was good.
Which makes
it
all the
started off
difference.
not great, but yeah, it was really nice. Just nice to have a little break and yeah, it was good.
I'm off to Alton
And you're
Towers.
off, yes, I was going to say you're off. Oh,
For a couple of days at the theme park.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh,
That'd
hope
be
the weather's
good.
nice. But
yeah.
so I won't be going on any of the big rides, but my boys will
No,
be
you
going.
don't like those.
I'll be holding the bags.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
You go in the ghost train though. I
like the ghost train.
That's your favourite, isn't it?
And I like the runaway train, that's fun.
Okay.
Doesn't turn
Yeah.
upside
Oh, what
down.
about the rapids? That's good.
Rapids are cool, but it's just whether it's a warm
good.
day. If
Yeah,
it's a cold
true.
day, rapids are like the last thing you want to do.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah.
Should
Yeah.
be cool.
It'd be nice. And are you staying there?
A hotel, Alton Towers Hotel. So
That'd
very,
be
very
good.
posh.
Yeah,
Very posh.
that'd be nice.
Should be very, very nice.
Little
You
break.
watched the new film by Chris Pratt? It's out on Prime.
Yeah, it's good. Really good.
It's called, is it War of Tomorrow? Tomorrow's War or something?
Or War of Tomorrow. Yeah, Tomorrow's War.
What would you give it out of 10? I give it about 8.5
I'd say
to 9.
about 8. I'd say about an 8. I did really, initially I was a bit like, I'm not sure about this, but actually did get into it after a while, and Chris Pratt is very good in it. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Do you know what I like the best about it?
I don't know.
There was no agenda being pushed.
Yeah, true. Okay,
There was no kind of like
enough.
woke agenda.
Yeah,
it was just a good quality action film that kind of, in a sense, just promoted marriage and proper family. You know, it promoted that in the end, didn't it? Because I don't want to spoil the story, but at the beginning it doesn't work out too well for him in the future, but by the end of the film,
it changes
it all aroround. So I thought that was very, very good. A good moral
and
story.
Somebody that I thought would die didn't, and I was pleased about that because, his dad. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay, right, yes.
His dad, because it's
J.K. Simmons.
That was nice that he stayed alive because I did think he might go, but
AKA Jonah
Jameson.
Jameson.
Spoil it, but it was really good. It's still a really good film. We won't spoil it that much.
Worth a watch. Lots of aliens and creepy things.
Yeah, it was good, and they're pretty cool aliens actually, weren't they? Quite
Pretty scary.
Yeah, quite scary. Yeah.
As you can see, we are in a slightly different studio today. We have a whiteboard behind us for a game we're going to be doing in just a moment. But we've got a new table, new backdrop.
Very posh, yeah. Very posh.
Someone's been splashing out on the cash.
Splashing out, yeah.
Anyway, talking about splashing out, let's splash out with our freaky facts.
Freaky facts.
Freaky facts. Right, do you want me to show them first? Or yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Apparently, there are more than 70 species.
And for Mr. Pete, freaky facts.
Oh, Mr. Pete, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry.
There you go, Mr. Pete. I did it for you, even though Nicky forgot to do it for you.
So sorry, Mr. Pete. Naughty Nicky.
That's the first time you've ever done that.
I don't know why I said
Oh, wow, okay.
It's like calling you Pastor Paul Lyndon Britwell. I haven't done the
There we go. Free facts.
Sorry guys, sorry Mr. P. Okay. There are more than 17 species of mushrooms that glow in the dark. Yeah, I haven't elaborated on that. That was just the fact. There are more than 17 species. 70
that actually glow in the dark.
Glow in the dark.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty amazing, isn't it? I don't know if they're ones that you could consume and eat because you've got to be careful with mushrooms, haven't you?
Yeah.
Some are obviously dodgy, but if you had a good mushroom bit with you, you'd probably be all right.
That'd be cool though. Because I'm not a fan of mushrooms anyway. But if you did, you could have like chop them up in spaghetti bolognese and turn the lights off and have a glowing dinner.
Yeah,
that'd be quite cool, wouldn't it?
I'm sure little kids would love that. Ooh, what's this?
And I love those. The flies that glow. They're amazing. They're called fireflies.
Oh, yeah, the fireflies.
Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
It's like these animals and some of these fish under the ground with like a bulb on their head. It's like amazing.
It is amazing.
Like,
glowworms.
Glowworms.
Yeah, it's like, Cool, isn't it?
Okay, did you know, freaky fact, the Mona Lisa has no eyebrows?
Oh, right. Yeah, people look weird with no eyebrows, don't they?
I think what I might do if I've got time is stick a picture on here of me and you without eyebrows.
That would be weird.
So
That would be awful. Because it actually frames your face, and without them, it can make people look quite odd. Not nice.
What we're going to see, I think I'm going to Photoshop our eyebrows out. We're going to see what we look like.
I actually had a customer years ago in one of the hair salons I worked at come in, and I don't know, I think the one night he must have had too much to drink and his friends decided to shave his eyebrows off. He came in for a haircut the next day and I was like, can I help you? I didn't recognise him. He's a regular, I've done his hair for years. It's a regular customer. But he just looked, and he had quite dark hair as well, so he was quite sort of distinctive looking. But yeah, it got rid of his eyebrows, and he just looked really weird.
It looks even weirder if you've got dark eyebrows.
Weird.
And then if you've got like naturally really blonde or light,
that's right.
It's not gonna. Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't look. I didn't recognise him. It was like, oh, it's me, Dave. I'm like, oh, hi.
Pencil them on.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, not a good look. Okay, oh yeah, me. Okay, let's find one here. So yeah, the butterflies you get in your stomach when you see someone you like is actually a stress response called adrenaline, apparently. I suppose it's the nerves, isn't it? If you're like going on a first date or something, and it's all the nerves sort of going around. But people say that, oh, do you still get butterflies when you see your husband or wife or whatever? And you think, well, it's quite different when you've been married.
Is it? I do. I still get butterflies when I see Sarah.
Do you?
Don't you,
Is your
Steve?
nose growing?
Need some counselling, you and Steve?
Oh, come off it.
Awkward!
You tell me. Is your nose growing? You tell me.
No, when you get married in your relationship, things mature and develop, and relationships feel different, don't they?
Yeah.
I think for a lot of people, that's why a lot of relationships break up, because they're like, oh, I don't feel that feeling anymore.
Exactly.
But it's like, that doesn't last forever, does it?
That's not good. Yeah, it can't.
It's like going to the theme park, right? When you go there, it's kind of like, oh, all the nerves and all the adrenaline.
Yeah.
But if you were to do that theme park every single day, eventually you'd be like, oh, here we are, just on another roller coaster. You wouldn't feel anything, would you?
Yeah. So anything new. I remember when I first started going to Aikido classes, and looking in there and watching them all training, I remember just suddenly feeling my stomach dropped and I just felt extremely nervous. I had to go to the toilets. I don't want to go into too much.
I think you've already gone into too much. I think we're past that.
Because I haven't elaborated on it. But I did. I felt butterflies, like nerves then, just so nervous because, it was all new to me. But then once you've been going a couple of weeks, you love it and it changes. You've still got like,
I guess like when we first started the Paul Nicky Show.
Yeah.
And it's like we both sat here in front of the camera. It's like at first you're like, oh, how's this going to go? What are we going to do? And you get those butterflies.
Yeah,
but then now we've been doing this for like 40 plus episodes. It's quite natural now.
Even though Nicky forgot the freaky facts today.
Could we pass the Paul in the first time? But yeah, it's all fun, isn't it?
It's all fun, yeah.
Okay, did you know that the sentence, and you often see this on like on fonts and stuff, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. It uses every letter in the English alphabet. I've heard that
one. I have, yes.
I didn't know that.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I often wondered why they used that sentence, but it's to show what every character looks like. So there we are.
Yeah.
That's why.
Of course, I've been going through the alphabet quite a lot with Josh recently.
Oh, yeah.
And he loves it because obviously each one you relate the letter to an animal, and he's sort of like pointing at all of it now, and he just loves it. Going
Is he
through
able
it
to
all
kind
the
of
time.
get any kind of sounds out yet?
Not specifically yet, but he knows when I sort of say A, and he can point to it.
He knows what it
is. He knows where it is. He'll point to it, and they say that with boys, like with his motor skills and everything like that, he is spot on. He is excellent. But with like when it comes to speech and that, he can do it. But I think boys are just lazier than girls in that. They always say boys is not until they're about 2.
But the communication centre, like, is this proven fact? The communication centre in the brain for women is like twice the size as a man's.
It's totally different. Yeah, definitely. You do see that in difference in boys and girls growing up, I think.
Yeah, because I think girls speak to kind of relate with each other, whereas men just kind of grunt, and we speak when we need to.
And the actions and everything and knowing everything is really good.
Yeah, and that's the same kind of looks like what I've noticed in martial arts and kind of like fighting as well, is that girls often find it hard to throw punches.
Yes.
Whereas for a man, it's just kind of very natural.
Yeah.
Whereas a woman really has to learn the movement.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, you are getting everything today on these freaky facts, I'm telling you. Did you know? Okay, what do you think the strongest muscle in the body is? No, we just
Tongue. You use it all the time, especially women.
Well, yeah, it's the tongue.
Yeah.
The strongest muscle in the body is the tongue.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird.
It's quite amazing, isn't it, to think that?
For its size. I mean, just imagine if your tongue, because obviously I always thought it's like the thigh.
Yes, that's what I was just
going to say
on your legs.
The thigh's going to be more powerful, but probably this is per size.
Yes.
Just imagine if you had a tongue the size of your thigh. Imagine the kicks you could do with your tongue.
That would be amazing.
Knock people out with it. A chungy tongue.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
yeah, so the tongue is the strongest muscle on the body, apparently.
Interesting.
Can you curve your tongue up? You can do that, because a lot of people can't do that. Now,
Really?
I used to be able to do it, so there's 3 of them. I'm
Really?
trying to do that.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Oh, I can't do that. No. Yeah.
3 of them. You can do kind of 3. But to manage that, you just do the normal curl, but you push it against the teeth. And it pushes the outside in, so it makes it look like it's like a 3 curls. Yeah, because a lot of people can't curl their tongue, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, no, I've always noticed that. It's funny, isn't
And
it?
some people have a tie at the bottom of their tongue.
Oh, yeah.
Right to the end. They can't put their tongue out their mouth.
Oh, that's
So
weird.
if they want to be rude to people, they can't literally
do
can't
it.
sit their tongue out.
Oh, that's a good thing in that respect. They can't be rude to me. God's restricted them from doing that. Perhaps he knew they'd be too rude. So that's why he put the restriction on there.
That's the term tongue-tied, isn't it? It's because it's a tie at the end of the tongue.
And there,
it stops them from sticking it out. So.
Yeah, interesting.
There we are. Have you got another freaky fact?
I thought this was quite interesting. China has only one time zone, yet it is as big as continental USA.
Yeah.
And so you think, like, that must be tricky in all the different parts of China, both all in one time zone. And
yeah, because it's so wide, isn't it? That if you think they're both at the same time, when the sun rises in the east of China, that'd be a certain same time as over here. So you're always going to get more sun in one. You'd have different days, wouldn't you? Like the suns and stuff.
That's weird. That's just... Yeah, I was surprised at that. I was very surprised at that. Because I think like the USA or something has got like, I think it's about 8 different time zones, something like that.
Yeah, because when I do my interviews with people in America, I'm constantly getting those times wrong.
Yeah.
I'm always in or out by an hour.
Yeah.
So it's very confusing. Very confused. I've got one more.
Yeah.
Did you know hot water apparently will turn into ice faster than cold water? I don't know why.
Have said that, but that's weird. Hot water turns
to ice faster than cold water. I don't know why. That doesn't seem to make logical sense, but it does. Do you think it's
because there's more going on with hot water, with everything moving around so much more? Like
might be like more atoms
particles
moving and stuff like that.
Because it's with heat, isn't it? You get more
movement.
And
then they kind of suddenly stop maybe, and it freezes faster.
I don't know.
But if you know if you're watching this at home and you know the science behind this, please pop it in the comment section. We'd love to know why.
Please, Dan. Or somebody else. We know Dan is probably instantly going to look this up and try it. Yeah, cool. That is interesting.
Are we freaky fact out?
I got another one if you want one. Yeah. Apparently, while you sleep, you can't smell anything. I don't know if we shared this before.
I did this the other week.
Oh, did you? And I didn't know how to share it. But isn't that interesting? Even really, really bad, potent smells. So it's like that mess, like where we shared before. Like, just like, why are you laughing? That obviously just shuts down then, that part of your sense. Like, what's so funny?
Potent smell when you sleep. I mean, what? It's pretty obvious what you're referring to there.
Fart or something. Yeah,
use the F word
stinky
on the
fart.
Paul Nicky Show.
Oh, sorry. A stinky smell then.
I mean, that's a good thing in one way, but I think we mentioned that, like, if you're asleep and there's a fire and there's smoke and you don't smell that's dangerous.
Fire alarms. That's why you need
so that's probably why so many people. So I often thought, if there was smoke, I'd smell it and I'd wake up. But if you can't smell anything when you're asleep, that's probably why so many people die in their sleep.
I'm surprised that our senses have been designed like that. God's obviously done it for a specific reason. There's got to be, isn't it? Because why would it just
to protect you from potent gusts? Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Anyway, let's move on swiftly.
Steve will be.
I'm not going to say any more.
Steve will be waking up every 10 minutes with you, isn't he?
Yeah, I suppose it would be probably more me, but I don't know. He makes some stinky smells sometimes.
We are getting the scoop on this marriage, folks. Everything is being revealed.
I'm going to be in trouble, aren't I?
Everything is being revealed.
Butterflies anymore, no?
Okay, we're going to go over now to
the games of insanity.
Games of insanity. And this week I have got the chunkiest mark I could possibly find. So hopefully you'll be able to see this at home. Look how chunky this is.
It's very chunky.
That is so chunky.
It's a very chunky monkey.
It's like I can barely hold it in the grip of my man palm because it's so thick. And look at the thickness of that chisel tip on there.
That's cool.
So what I'm going to do, this is just a nice simple game.
Right.
You've got 20 questions.
Yeah.
And I'm going to write a name of a person or a character behind you on the whiteboard. Everyone at home will see it, hopefully.
Right.
But then you've got 20 questions and you have to be quite quick as well.
Oh, to guess the...
To guess the name of the person or the character, okay? Behind you. And
what clues? Oh, I've got
I can answer yes or no, and you've got to get it within 20 questions to win. And you're usually pretty good at this, to be fair.
Sometimes. Yeah, okay, go on then. Yeah, okay.
Smell that, smell the lush.
You could make a nice mark on my nose.
a little hint of moustache. All right, okay, here we go. All right, so I still look at the camera, cheaty. Hopefully I'll write it so people can see it.
If I've got like real good sort of eyesight, I won't be able to see what he's writing.
Cool. Okay, so hopefully everyone at home can see it. Can you see it? You can
I
see
can't see now.
No, okay,
my
good.
eyesight's not like a giraffe's in that respect. I think you said
another freaky fact.
Eyesight. There you go.
There
Right, okay, so first question. Am I
nice and quick.
A cartoon character?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Am I off The Simpsons?
Nope.
No. Am I like a superhero cartoon character?
Not superhero, no.
Okay. Am I off like children's cartoon characters?
Yes, you can be, yeah.
Can be.
But don't get too bogged down with the cartoon aspect. You are in a cartoon, but it's not your primary place.
Right, okay. So am I also like as well as being a cartoon character, like a real life person?
No,
no,
you're
okay,
not.
so that's not.
No, so you have 5 questions gone, 15 left.
Okay. Am I a male cartoon
yes,
character?
yeah, I would say you're male. Yep.
Am I an animal cartoon character?
No, you're not an animal.
No. And I'm not superhero linked or anything like that. Am I? Would I class as like a British?
Nope.
Cartoon character? American?
American, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Am I in like a series?
In the cartoon, you appeared quite a few times.
Oh,
but
right.
not in the other things. So that's 10 questions. I gave you a little bit of a clue there. It's not just the cartoon.
Sorry, say that again.
So it's not just the cartoon. You appear in the cartoon more than you appear in this other things. But there's 10 questions.
But it's primarily a cartoon character, though.
Nope. You were in a cartoon, but you were in something prior to a cartoon.
And I'm male.
Yeah.
But you weren't sure, but I'm not animal. Oh,
10 questions left.
Okay.
Think about what else you could have been in.
What else I could have been in? Okay, and you said not really series. Okay, like a film.
You were in a film, definitely in a film.
Okay, I was in a film.
And that's your main part. You were actually in a film.
Right.
That transferred into a cartoon series.
Transferred into a cartoon. Oh. Okay. So is this like an A-list film? Like a real big film?
Big film.
Okay, but it's not Marvel or anything like that. So
not
okay.
Marvel. So that's another question gone.
Oh no! I was saying that to myself because I was confirming what we said before.
You lost the question.
I was confirming what we said before. Okay. Hang on. And it's not. So let me think. So So it's a film. Okay, was it like an action film? Like an action type film?
It's got some action in it, but it's not like the action like you're thinking of, like Sly Stallone or Arnie. It's not like blowing up people and that sort of stuff, like fighting. It's not really that sort of action.
This is annoying.
A little bit of action.
Is this something that you know that I would like then?
You know this. Everyone knows this. This is so famous and well known. If you don't know what this is, you've been living in the jungle for the last 30 years.
Jungle Book.
Just give you another clue. No, literally, it wasn't the jungle. That was the clue. It's 30 years. Got 5 questions left.
Hey.
That means it's from the 80s.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think what's back in the
40 years. No, where are we at?
Yeah, that is the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
40 to 30 years.
Sort of. Yeah.
Main film in the 80s. Come on.
Oh, hang on. Let me think then. Okay. What is that? That's not was I like a funny character in the film? Was it like a comical?
The film is comical.
The film is comical.
But it's also something else. It's not just comical, but you've got 4 questions left.
In the 80s, it's not just comical.
It's funny and it's also something else. Ooh.
And you said it's kind of action, but not the action I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's not kind of like
it's not
Stallone
like that.
action.
What is that? Are you like giving me a clue in that? Is it like sci-fi type funny?
Yeah, but not space sci-fi. It's not space.
Right.
But it is sci-fi.
Oh, that is annoying. Okay, so like Ghostbusters.
Oh, it could be Ghostbusters. But who's the character?
Oh, the character. How many have I got left?
2.
Slimer.
Oh, 1 left.
Hang on.
Who's going to win? You got 1 question left.
Hang on. Okay, and it's a cartoon. It was a cartoon character.
Yeah,
and I've got to think.
Okay, so you've got Ghostbusters the cartoon, right?
Yeah.
And this character appeared in it more than once in the cartoon. In the film, it only appears once. It's Ghostbusters. It's a character in Ghostbusters. So now you've got to work out a male character in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And there's only one. That's just the tune out of Ghostbusters.
No, I know, but I'm just trying to help my mind to think.
You've got 1 more question, then you've got to guess.
Hang on. And it's a male. Now, obviously, you've got the Ghostbusters themselves. I'm not saying this. I'm just thinking out loud. So you've got them.
To speed you up.
But you said it's a cartoon character. What?
You put Homer being like, "Come on, Nicky, we'll eat our dinner."
Hang on. Slime, not Slimer. The Puff Man. The Puff Man.
Oh my goodness! Turn around and have a look.
Yes!
The Marshmallow Man. I cannot believe you won that. I cannot believe you won that. The Puff Man, the Stay Puff Marshmallow Man.
I won that.
I can't believe you won that.
Puff Man. Thank you, God.
Wow, I'm gutted. Maybe I give you too many clues on that one. But...
What is that? Brilliant.
Well done. High 5.
That was really good. Oh, we should do that. So next week then, you have to do one. We'll do that next week. I'll do the...
Back to the board.
Yeah.
Now we're going over to Joke of the Week. And I hope we've got some
good jokes.
Amazing jokes this week.
Yeah, so do I. What are we going to do this time then?
I think we just do them naturally this time.
Oh, I quite like the fast and slow thing. That was quite good. Didn't you? I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever. You're the boss. So sometimes.
I'm the boss sometimes. She ain't lying, folks. I'm the boss when Nicky allows me to be the boss.
So funny. So what are we doing then? Are we just doing it normal?
Yeah.
Okay, you go first then.
Okay. I have a split personality, said Tom, being frank.
Right, okay.
There's a little cerebral there.
Being frank.
A little cerebral. A little bit too much thought in that one. Okay.
Oh, do you know what it reminds me of when you said that? That sounds silly, but do you remember that film when it says 2 Second Tom?
2 Second Tom, no.
It's a 2 Second Tom, and I think it's an Adam Sandler and a Drew Barrymore film. It's really funny. And
50 First Dates.
Yeah, it's at the one, and then they go to see that chap, and they say, "Well, it's not too bad. Your memory loss. Look at this. Is 2 Second Tom." He says hello to them in a second. Yes. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Here we go.
Why did the tomato blush?
Don't know.
Because it saw the salad dressing.
Salad dressing. Okay, here's another one. What did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet?
I don't know.
Supplies! Supplies.
That sounds like that when you do that thing off Bruce Lee when she says dishwasher. I was like, oh, dishwasher voice, dishwasher. Okay. Never criticize someone until you have walked a mile in their shoes. That way, when you criticize them, you'll be a mile away and you'll have their shoes. What do you reckon, Danny?
I think you were right to kind of go with the slow or to put on the accents, but I got one more left.
Yeah, go on.
What are the strongest days of the week? Saturday and Sunday, because all of the rest are weekdays.
Oh. Why do Dasher and Dancer love coffee?
Ooh, I don't know.
Because they're Santa's Starbucks.
Christmassy joke, I like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want some more? Are we done out of jokes today?
I think time is pressing.
Time is pressing.
So we need to move on to
Holy Ghost Gossip.
Holy Ghost Gossip. And this week, did you have a topic?
I do. Yes, I thought it was an interesting one for you. Yeah. I think we have mentioned this before, but I just thought it's something good to sort of go over with, once again, somebody who's perhaps a new Christian and, maybe is not really sure whether they should do this or not. So I wanted to share it. So, should a Christian stay committed to one church and why?
Yes, they should, so long as that church is a biblical church. Now, I understand if you're attending a church and they kind of preach half-truths, or if they're not preaching the real gospel, or if they're going into error with the Bible, definitely. It's understandable then to kind of get out and search around for a Bible-based church. But once you find a Bible-based church, then you need to commit to that church and be faithful there, because the only way you're ever going to grow is as a community of people who are helping you and you are helping them, and that you're loyal to one another and you're committed, because loyalty and commitment, they are character traits of God. And if you're flitting from one place to another, you're never going to grow. You're going to get all different kinds of teaching and ideas. You're going to be so confused. It's actually not beneficial. So once you find a good church, stay in it. And grow there.
I think as well you develop like sort of special relationships, don't you, with people in your church, like that's your church family. And to sort of like suddenly if you didn't have that commitment there, your relationships obviously won't be able to flourish as much as they would if you're sort of flitting around to different places. You're not going to be able to have such a sort of strong bond and commitment with those people there, are you? So, I mean, I know, myself, I find even now, and I said to you, earlier, that obviously it's different for me at the moment with Josh being a baby, and I can't commit to as many things as I could. Yep. But even in that, I miss that, because it's my church family, and for me, I get a lot from being around people at our church that we've grown to love over the years and obviously share relationships with.
Yeah, and I also say as well that as a person who has a young child, you can't do everything, but still you are far more committed than a lot of people who don't have children.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, as a pastor, and I'm sure most ministers of any church are like this, we look for people who are really committed to our fellowship so that we can entrust them with more responsibility. So if you want to grow as a believer, grow in your gifting and your calling and stuff like that, you have to be committed, you have to be loyal, you have to be faithful, because the minister is always watching to see who's there every week, to see who gives, not just financially, but of their time, and to see people who are genuinely, their heart is for that church. Because there's no way on earth I'd give a responsibility to somebody who's flitting here, there and everywhere. And the reason that I work with Nikki is because over the years, she has proven herself almost above anybody else to be so committed to my church that I can trust her and I can rely upon her. And that's why God is using Nikki now, not just on this show, but literally on television all over the world, because Nikki has been so committed to Clear Spring. And once again, whatever church you're attending right now, your minister is looking to see if you're committed and whether he can use you or not.
I think if you are committed, and I don't want to go on and on too much, but you get such a joy from that as well, being committed to the one church, because you're just sort of, you know, your love is in that church, and like your time, your commitment, everything, isn't it? Your whole sort of energy, everything goes into that. And in that, I think God does bless you through that, and you do feel quite fulfilled and
it becomes a family.
Yeah, definitely.
A real family of people. Yeah.
So, yeah. Good answer.
Good topic. Right, moving on to...
Oh boy, it's time for the Pie Face Challenge.
The Pie Face Challenge. All right, so Nick has got the game this week.
What we need to do this week is we have a base of white A4 paper with a circle that Pastor Paul drew in the middle there. Very
I don't
good.
like to brag or boast about my circle drawing
There
skills.
we are. And what we need to do is we've got our 2 pence pieces here.
Yep, we've got equal amounts.
I think what we're going to do, because you said we're going to do one at a time, didn't we?
Okay, yep.
We're going to see who can get as many into the circle as possible by flicking it from the edge, we said, didn't we? And we'll keep that at the same place.
Just flick it up in the air.
And to see how
that doesn't count.
No, that doesn't count.
No,
it doesn't count.
So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to bring the camera closer so you can zoom in on the circle to see who gets the most copper coins into the circle. Yeah. So if we kind of just take it in turns.
So,
okay, so here we are. Okay, so this is the circle. You can see the circle, right?
Yeah.
And these are our copper coins. We've just got to flick them and to see who lands the most inside the circle. They win the Pie Face Challenge. And ladies first. Okay.
Oh, cringy. Right.
Okay, that counts. Where'd it go?
It's gone under your chair, I think.
Oh, under your chair.
I think I'll have to go whilst you do that. So I've still got one. Yeah, one.
Okay, so Nikki first. Ooh, right, now Paul.
Hang on, you've got to be outside there. That's it for now.
Okay, do you want me to do it again then?
No,
Oh! Alright, got it.
That's sneaky.
Oh, well done. Okay.
You have to do it from there, yeah.
You so want to win. Oh! Pass the Paul answers back. Oh! Came out of the circle. No. Pressure. Oh, and I go. In we go. There's 2 in there. Ooh, on the paper though.
No.
There's 3 in there.
Oh, come on.
Pressure's on that adrenaline.
Yes.
Ooh, 2 in there. Oh, I maxed out.
I've got to get another one.
That adrenaline, you're shaking. You're shaking. Oh.
Come on.
Maxed out. Come on. So still 3-2.
Yes.
Well done.
3-3.
Oh, it's in. Yes. So that's 4-3. You got 1 left. If you get this, it goes to sudden death if I miss. Outside the line, please. Oh! so awesome.
That was close though. That was close. That was 3-4. That's not bad. That is not bad.
Well, Paul stomps ahead of me. We are going back to the pie. The pie face is going to be happening in a couple of weeks, guys. Lockdown restrictions are ending.
Street Fighter next week. That's what we'll do. Street Fighter next week, and I know who I'm going to be.
Okay. Okay, until next time, guys. God bless you. Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's show. We hope you liked it. Now, what would be really nice is if you would subscribe to our channel and told all your friends about us, as this would advertise our show for free. And it would be really nice if you could do that for me. The Paul and Nicky Show, the greatest show on earth. Woohoo!